and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to make the most soft, moist and delicious carrot cake. To get started, here are the ingredients I will be using. Here I have some carrots in two textures. One I grated by hand and the other I use my food processor. And here I have some all-purpose flour, some granulated sugar and brown sugar. I have 3 eggs. I'll be using some half and half milk and cream. I have shredded coconuts. I have some melted butter, some oil. Any oil is fine. I have some ground cinnamon, ground nutmeg, ground ginger, and allspice. I have vanilla extract and baking powder. Let's jump right into it. So first things first, here I have my baking pans that I'll be using. I believe these are 7-inch or 8-inch. And I have my parchment paper that I'll be putting at the bottom. And here I will spray the pans with some oil. You can use butter as well. And then I will line them with my parchment paper. And we will set these aside. You want to go ahead also and preheat your oven to 355 degrees Fahrenheit. So to get started, we'll go ahead and combine all of our dry ingredients, starting with the baking powder, ground cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice. We will give it a good mix and we will set it aside. Next, we'll go ahead and combine all of our wet ingredients, starting with the eggs, butter, and oil. We will give them a good mix until they are well combined. Next, we'll add our vanilla extract, the milk, and the sugar. We will give them a good mix, repeating the same process until they are well combined. And lastly, we will add the carrots and the shredded coconuts. We will repeat the same process, mixing well until evenly distributed. So at this point, we will combine the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients a little at a time, folding it in by hand. If you want, you can use the hand mixer for this step, but it is so easy to overmix your batter using the hand mixer. So that's why I like to do it by hand, because it's so easy for me to control how much I am mixing the batter. And you know, when you overmix your batter, that causes your cake to become very dry. So you don't want to do that. We will just combine the dry ingredients until they are all mixed in, and then I'll show you the next step. Next, we'll go ahead and transfer this batter into our baking pans. If you want, you can use like a measuring cup to make sure that you're getting even amounts in both pans, but I just like to average, you know. I just like to pour it in there and average the amount, and most times I get it right. So yeah, we will just transfer this and move on to the next step. Now we will place these in our 355-degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now everyone's oven is different. Some people's oven may cook it longer or faster. So what you'll do is make sure that when you stick a toothpick in the middle, it comes out clean. That's how you know your cake is done. Sometimes you need to not worry about the time, but just look at how your cake looks if it's golden brown. And if you stick a toothpick in the middle and it comes out clean, that's how you know your cake is done. So after about 40 minutes, my cake is finally done. And they smell so good, guys. That coconut in there is just perfect. So what we'll do now is let these cool off for about 15 minutes. And then we'll take them out of the pan and allow them to cool on the cooling rack. So now we will remove our cakes from the pans. And we will allow them to continue cooling off. We need these cakes to be completely cool down, like at room temperature, before we frost them. And yes, I will be sharing a recipe for a cream cheese frosting that we will be putting on the cakes. So stay tuned for that. So while our cakes are cooling, we will go ahead and make a cream cheese frosting for the cakes. So here I have some powdered sugar or confectioner sugar. I have some cream cheese, butter, and some vanilla extract. Let's continue. First, we'll soften up the butter using a hand mixer. You want to make sure you have all your ingredients at room temperature. Next, we'll add the cream cheese a little at a time, and we'll do the same thing that we did to the butter. We just want to soften them up a bit and make sure that they're well combined. Now add in the vanilla extract and mix that in. Next, we will begin to add our powdered sugar a little at a time until it is well combined. And once everything is well combined, this is how it should be looking. Now we will place this in our refrigerator until our cakes are done cooling. So after about 4 hours, my cakes are finally cooled, guys. And now I am ready to frost the cakes. So remember, when you're doing this, you want to place the bottom of your cake upwards. That will be facing up because that's the flattest part and it's better for when you're frosting a cake. Now, I am no professional. This is not what I was trained to do or anything. I just do this for my family and I. Sometimes when I'm bored, I just bake a cake or, something. And I just put a frosting on the cake. It's not perfect, but as long as it tastes good, that's the only thing that matters. So I will just splatter this frosting all over the cake, and you guys will see the finished results when I'm done. So this is the best I can do, guys. It's not perfect, but I'm satisfied with it. Now I will sprinkle some walnuts right on top of my cake because that's the kind of nuts I like. You could put whatever you like on top of your cake. It don't have to be nuts if you don't eat nuts. Put whatever you like. Decorate your cake however you like. It doesn't matter. I did went ahead and chopped the nuts up a little fine, and I'll just put them right on top. And this is it, guys. This is how I bake and decorate my carrot cake. And now for the good part, guys. Look how soft, moist, and absolutely amazing this cake is. You know, carrot cake is usually dry and just crumbly. I hate that. So this one is just perfect. It is not too sweet. You can taste the coconuts coming right through, and the spices, they are so subtle, but you know they're there. Absolutely amazing. Okay guys, so this is how I make a super soft, moist and delicious carrot cake with some cream cheese frosting. I do hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I will leave all the ingredients and measurements down in my description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Enjoy!